The anchor cages for our Uungula Wind Farm are being manufactured by Precision Oxycut in Western Sydney with 100% Australian BlueScope steel. The cages are literally the foundation of our turbines. A lot of Australian content obviously goes into the wind farm, but it's a great story when we can talk about 3 Australian companies combining to make sure that these turbines are built on strong foundations.
So an anchor cage is essentially like a really big bird cage. It's made up of about 200 odd bolts and then a series of plates, usually at the bottom and sometimes also at the top. What they do is they sit in the center of a large concrete foundation. So that our anchor cage that we manufacture sits in the center. Ultimately the tower is connected to it at the top, and essentially that resists the moment that is created by the wind pushing on the turbine at the top. Part of the anchor cage is this very large steel donut at the bottom, and what we do here is we're cutting that large donut out of steel plate. We're using BlueScope plate from just down the road, and we essentially cut that into 1/8 quarter segments or 1/8 segments and then weld them back together into quarter segments, and we then machine them in our CNC machining centres. So our relationship with Squadron has been fantastic over the years. There's been several projects that we've now worked for them, both directly and indirectly. When I started in this business 11 years ago, we had 50 people essentially across the total business, including our Newcastle site. That now is 114. The revenue it's increased by a factor of 10, which has facilitated the growing of the business and also that many heads. But on top of that, our investment in machinery has been enormous as a result of these types of projects.
This is an incredible example of Australian capability. 3 companies coming together, being an Australian renewable energy developer, an Australian fabricator and Australian-made steel. This is creating real jobs and demand for skilled workforce. And at BlueScope, we're incredibly proud to see our steel made at Port Kembla used in the anchor cages for Squadron's renewable energy wind farm.